Well, hello there and welcome to another Friday Night Lights, our final edition pre-Christmas. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you got lots of Christmas presents for us over the course of the evening this evening, Gav. You ready?
Please God, yeah. Looking forward to Leopardstown as well.
Yeah, that's going to be an absolute cracker. But this is an ideal starter for us ahead of Christmas. Right, we start early. 5 furlong maiden gets underway at 4:30. Saoirse and the Ger Lions horse here, it's all a joke. I mean, there's actually £10 between them officially. Do you think it's between those two?
I don't. I'm going to go for something else. I'm going to go for Noble Kingsway. Ran once and was third to War Hero and Bella Signora. The fourth horse that day was Snowpatch, who was actually in front of It's All a Joke. So on form, Noble Kingsway. It was over 6 the last day. It's drawn 2 tomorrow. So if it breaks well and settles well, maybe in front, that's the one I go for.
Yeah, Johnny, your thoughts?
Yeah, Noble's Kingsway, I think dropping back in trip isn't going to help on pedigree or in general style of racing.
It's slow away the last day.
Yeah, but definitely has a chance for Keith Clark. Saoirse and It's All a Joke, the £10, I don't think there'll be that much between them, to be honest. Saoirse was well back the last year. It's All a Joke has had chances. Drawn 9, but Colin Keane was talking on at the race the other day, quite hopeful this horse get off the mark. And I think with its rating, it's a straightforward horse. I think it'll take the beating.
Good stuff. Right on to our second race of the evening, a mile ahead of them. And there's one horse here who's ludicrously well in against the rest of the field, Theobald.
He's a mile ahead.
Yeah.
Theobald rated 101, won first time out over a mile in Leopardstown, was second to Actress, second to the Pentagon, 7th in the Dewhurst. And then the last day...
Aside from that, though.
Apart from that, hasn't done much. But it was a pacemaker in the Racing Post, went way too quick, along with the Aidan O'Brien horse, Coat of Arms, and finished last. I won't back it, but it should win.
Yeah, like I don't really get the logic from running it here.
Well, it's a +10 race, and this horse is +10. So if he wins it, he picks up 20 grand. On,
yeah,
at the end of December.
I just would have thought he'd have he'd kind of borderline Group 1 aspirations at one point. Like,
so, yeah.
I just presumed he'd be out of training at this stage. He's drawn 13, first run on the surface. I don't know, at the price I'll take him on. You know, there was a lot of money for downdraft the last day. He didn't shape badly. I think he went off 9-4. Comes on from that run, breaks a bit better each way against Theobald. It's just tricky. I'd love to see the betting on Theobald. I don't know how this is going to go because he looks like he wants a mile as well. Like when he's racing in the better company, you know. He's surely going to be odds on, at least morning price. So I'm going to go with Joseph's each way.
One thing to mention there with Theobald is that the last twice award cheek pieces where it doesn't tomorrow. So.
Okay, well, he's drawn quite wide. He's going to just have to get out and go, isn't he, if he's to have a chance. Right, this is one of the most competitive races on the card. Looked at this earlier. Genuinely thought there's 8 horses in it who could trade at single-figure prices. So knock yourselves out there.
I don't think we'll agree on this one.
No, too many.
It's just difficult. We tipped Red Avenger here a few weeks ago, and it was pulled out. Then it ran subsequently over 7. A bit disappointing. I wouldn't mind that too much. This guy Mooney, he's the apprentice for Damien English. He's had a couple of rides, I think, and this horse is very well treated. 2 runs back, very big eye catcher. If the lad Mooney can show he's worth their claim in 7, good draw in 3, I give it a fair chance. Plenty in with chances. Obviously, Reckless Lad could go well. McGuigan, if it falls into place, well handicapped, hard to win with though.
Yeah, this is very competitive. Rivellino even has a chance, but there's 4 last time out winners here. Gilded Reflection drawn 13, Selver Bay drawn 12, Invincible Riker drawn 9. The horse that I fancy, I think, is the nap of the night, even though it's a very competitive race, is Koi Big. On his last 4 starts, it's been drawn 11, 13, drawn 5 2 runs ago, and last time drawn 12. So
it's still winning.
Yeah, so it's won the last 3 in a row of 64, 64 and 70. It's up to 77 now, but drawn 2. And also Ben Cohen gets to claim £4 against fellow apprentices, so that's gold.
And we've established already during the series, we're fans of Ben Cohen.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Koi Big will do very well to win this because I think he's gone up in much more competitive company. But as Gavin says, he does have the draw. It'll be a great training for him if he can win this.
Okay, sorry, who did your pin fall on there?
My pin fell on Red Avenger, who would be a class better than the likes of Koi Big if he were on his going day.
Okay, well I went for Invincible Riker again. Just
fair chance.
Super competitive.
The last day when
yeah, I'm a big fan of Invincible Riker. Right, Port Lions probably going to top the market here in this one. Down to 7 furlongs. He seems like he's going to be favourite. Do you think he can win?
Probably. It seems that it's folly to go against these favourites in the maidens in Dundalk. It's rate 85. It's probably dubious whether that's a true rate, but the last day was second to Medal of Honour, who's rate 86. It's had 5 runs, which again is not normally a good
You
recipe.
don't like that?
I don't usually like it, but it's a weakish enough maiden. The Fuzzy Stack horse ran okay in Nace. That was soft to heavy ground. Queen Rabab, that may be a danger, but again, I won't back Port Lions, but it's hard to oppose it, so I tip that one.
Johnny?
This is the best of the night, I think, actually. I just couldn't see it how Portline's will be beaten. Drawn 2, really well backed last week. Really, really well backed in a race where its chance didn't seem as obvious as the market suggested. Went down sort of fighting. If it runs close to its mark, it'll win this. I can't see why it won't, and I can see it going off odds on.
Right, 6:30. We have waited 42 days for this, Gavin. Is the return of Cascabel, our favourite horse. Do you think Cascabel can win?
Yeah, even though it's, I think it's
competitive race.
Yeah, I think it's £13 higher. It's up to 89 from 76, but as you pointed out, it's very well bred. Half-brother to Carla Bianca, Joalier and True Solitaire, who've all been placed or won at group level and listed level. So up to 89. The form has worked out very well with Catty Man. It's dropping back to 7, but it had the gears the last day to sit up with the pace, no problem. So I think it could be possibly a listed horse in time. Now, it shows there's no loyalty in racing, because last week we tipped up Togaville and it won, but I just think maybe
too,
I think maybe Cascabel could be the one.
Johnny?
Yeah, I'm with Fuert, who was second to Catty Man last time. Lee Roach takes the ride. A little bit tricky with the draw on 10, but horse that travels well in his race, has plenty of ability, and I think he's actually gone down £2 since his last run. So I think he's a fair chance. Geological, stepping up to the 7, would have a bit of a squeak as well. There'll be plenty of pace on again here, I think. So maybe the draw isn't as much of a worry for Fuert, and Gavin Cromwell's horses on good form.
Yeah, they're flying, aren't they? Right, on to the 7 o'clock, mile-and-a-half maiden up here. This is competitive enough.
Race,
yeah, very tough looking. Lots of familiar faces in there.
Yeah,
your thoughts first, Gavin?
I'm not sure if we're going to agree on any horse.
I wouldn't think so. Look, it's a very, very average maiden. 2 horses last week that caught the eye, over 10.5, or Zefu. I think
that's okay. I was going to say he loves eye catching.
Yeah, and that's my horse belonging to Robbie McNamara. That was over 10.5. Zefu was a bit keen into the first bend, so that was a mile and a half, dropping down. If they go a bit quicker, which they will, that was his first run for a year and a half. It had finished down the field in a bumper in Fairyhouse. So Zefu for something small. Yeah,
you'd probably watch for market moves on that as well. Johnny, your thoughts?
Yeah, a few of those kind of ex-bumper horses could have a chance in it. Golden Poet, that's my horse. I just keep an eye on them. But I'm with Zefu as well. He's by Arcadio. A lot of them Arcadio horses do run a bit freely, but I generally oppose them in bumpers because I think it often taxes their stamina. But a mile and a half here where they can lob away. Nice run last time. Sean Corby claiming 3. Fair chance in a tricky race.
Yeah, no doubt a tricky race. Sorry, penultimate race on the card. Penultimate race of the year at Dundalk for us as well. We almost shed a tear at the end of this. Right, 7:30, 10 furlongs ahead of them for this handicap. Anything jumping out at you, Johnny? Judging by your face, no.
I wouldn't say jumping out. The horse I'm tipping is just on the verge of turning to 11, I think, here for the crack. But basically, 2 runs back. Chased home, carried, and the horse that exercised so much of our talk, Clear Skies. I think on that run has a very, very good chance here and could be a little bit overpriced. Niall McCullough drawn 2. A horse that really often travels well, maybe flatters a bit to deceive, but each way, he's often overpriced, and I'd give him a fair each way chance.
Gavin?
I'm going to go for one of Johnny's horses that he tipped up before. The one was carried.
Yeah.
It's got a nice low draw on 3. There's 2 horses that may take it on as mannequin and introductory. They've made the run before, but hopefully it gets a clear run in front. When I took on Clear Skies the last day, Clear Skies was rated 79. That was an impossible task because that's now rated 96. So it had no chance of winning that.
Very game horse, like just will go out in front and do what you want it to do. Like
if it gets a solo, it's got a great chance. It has won off 74. Last time ran off 76 when second to Clear Skies that we mentioned. This time off 77 with Shane Foley. So hopefully make all.
Good stuff. On to the closing race of the year at Dundalk. Yeah, this 8 o'clock. I think you're going to have a good Christmas story here, by the way. Horse on this 49th start, looking for his 10th win at the track. Family story for the Maiden, so I'm going to go with Shake the Bucket, hoping to get, he's age 10 and his 10th win at the track. So I'm going to start it off with Shake the Bucket. It might be a bit of a price as well.
Yeah, it's a very, very open race. It's very tricky. Thinking of Christmas dinner, I'm going to go for Taste the Salt. It's only had 5 runs, 2 runs in handicaps. Now it's a rating of 53. Last week ran well, over a mile and a half off 52. I think that again it was a bit keen early doors, so the sharper trip should suit. So it's a half sister to a decent horse. So drawn 11, Taste the Salt.
Johnny?
Yeah, Taste the Salt's a good chance then with Jessamine. Just she's running really well. She's drawn 1. She's straightforward. She's still handicapped to go close under Lee Roach. She was a decent book of rides, and basically if you back her each way, I think you get a very good run for your money. Turn on the Tears. Running very well, stepping up in trip. It's by Cape Blanco, but the dam was a sprinter, I think. Not sure that'll suit. And Freedom Chime, Sarah Lynham is looking for her first winner. That horse has a squeak on the best of its form at a big price if you were so inclined. But Jessamine is rock solid in this company.
Good stuff. Well, to wrap our final show before Christmas, we're going to give you a Christmas Lucky 15. This is Gavin's idea. So you can start.
Koi Big number 1, number 2 Cascabel, 3 Noble Kingsway, and 4 Carried.
None of them is in mine. That's worrying. This is a bad day to pick a Lucky 15 because I thought this was the toughest card since I started this actual Friday Night Lights. But my nap is Port Lines, really, really solid. Second is It's All a Joke, similar comments. Jessamine is the third, and Here for the Crack is fourth, and we are.
Right, I'm going for Cascabel, Carried, Theobald, and for a bit of a price, Shake the Bucket as well. Look, hopefully you all have a lovely Christmas, and we'll be back here in early January for lots more Friday Night Lights.